Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakodash, the honor to the elders and apostles of great mercy and rule well. Salutation to the Aki, preaching the truth and all truth and sincerity to the four corners of the youth. Alright, this is your brother Yakal coming to you with another lesson, Lord will get a fine tree spirit. You know, the title reads, A true AI time has never yet been seen. You understand? It's a reference to the Matthew 24, a time has never been seen on the face of the earth. You understand? True AI time, as one of my brothers will say, that they only gonna bring out their true arsenal when they coming down to the end, the secret weapons. They never show you their secret weapons. They publish a lot of things in your face and show us robots and show us all the things in movies as a way to gradually show us the truth, as a way to gradually show us what they're coming with so that they may get accustomed to it. But really and truly, they're coming out with some serious things, right? And this lesson sparked from this article that I saw here on the RT News, right? It came out yesterday, right around 3 o'clock. It says, Russian church warns of apocalypse. Artificial intelligence could pose a threat to human existence, according to Patriarch um, Kirill, right? But really and truly, it already poses a threat. Even if your device that we're using to do these videos, that alone dangerous. And then when you look to AI technology on a higher level, you understand how more and more dangerous it gets. Not just only dealing with the frequencies and the 5G, not only dealing with that, but also dealing with the the robots, the AI technologies are enhancing. You understand? These robots getting more and more intelligent. And I'm sure everyone could remember the time when the four robots went crazy and they deleted the 29 scientists. Right? They deleted 29 scientists and one of them was trying to repair themselves and download information. You understand? And those sort of news go under the bus. But we as men of the Lord, as watchmen, we bring it out. Right? To continue with this, it says, Patriarch Kirill, the head of the Russian Orthodox Church, has warned of the challenges that the rapid development of artificial intelligence (AI) poses for mankind. The church leader made the remarks at the Culture of the 21st Century Sovereignty of Globalism forum in St. Petersburg on Wednesday. If humanity loses religious faith, which already gone because it's not the truth, right? So it is not the truth. It has this a form of the truth, which is not the truth, right? Which there is no lie of the truth. So what they have is lies. You understand? They have the Bible, but they don't have the truth. They can't break it down. So when it says that religious faith, they don't have that faith anymore. Their faith is in the system. Their faith is in this AI. We call it the government and the beast. So continuing, it says, if humanity loses religious faith, particularly in the context of the growth of technologies associated with the emerge of artificial intelligence, then we are truly entering the era of the apocalypse. And they're right, right? They're right to say that because they look at Amazon, look at how much people they fired and hired a lot of robots. Over 700 something people they fired. Think about it. So they're attacking their jobs, which is their belly. And when people get attacked by their belly and they can't feed their families and all sorts of stuff, what happens? They go into a sense of um, stealing, looting. You know, they go into a sense that they have to do it. They have to get it. And that is just one instance. When they release these AIs on the streets and replace a policeman who has sympathy and will still give somebody a chance to carry on or a chance to, you know what, you go ahead. But next time I see you, don't let me catch you with this or let me catch you with that. These robots they under strict rules that the strict rules that they under is that if you don't comply, you get arrested or you get shot. I mean, we're headed into the time where the arresting is not going to be taking place because, as we could see, in certain countries, the jails are overrun. So, by the jails being overrun, what takes place? What takes place is they just start to delete, right? And the scriptures say that a lot of dead bodies going to be lying in the place without, there's carcasses you're going to be seeing all over, no burial, right? So, what we see in here is that the threat that is being posed on these AIs is heavy. And not only that, they're going to replace the cops with the sympathy, or they're going to replace the workers in these factories, but they're also going to replace everything. So it kind of enclose you who want to hide and try to duck and try to hide from the system, because it's heading into a cashless time. Where you see right now in China, and I do have the clip, but you see right now in one of the Chinese countries that a lot of people are charging their phone through a generator, because they on their phone the country has already been cashless, and all their payments is being made on their phone. So they're charging it through a generator because there is not power everywhere. Not everywhere in the country there has power. So a lot of them charging it. If you see a lot of them charging through the generator because they need their phone to make payments, right? And all this is gradualism to head into the time of being cashless, to bring out the MOTB, which is the RFID, right? Microchip. So when the RFID microchip is implemented, a lot of people cannot hide because they're closing on all the cash, and they're closing on all the physical payments. Only time to wave your hand or your head. You understand? And these robots are gonna find it easy. Even the new artificial intelligence street lights that they're putting up. Even the street lights, they find you through your body temperature. They mapping out here, because with the RFID, your body temperature gonna be different. Especially with the juice that a lot of people take. Even when you go into the meaning of RFID, radio identify, identity, they're gonna be using through frequency. You understand? And your frequency is not gonna be the same when you take this chip. It's not going to be the same. They can either raise it or lower it down. They can do what they want. And that's why I said that this devil really thinks he's God. And I have a video clip to play here proving how this devil thinks that he's God. Right? But I'm going to see if there are any more meat. And one of the things I want to highlight as well too, they talk about the growth. Right? The growth of technology. People being blind to the growth of it, right, doesn't really matter, because this devil is going to bring forth the growth of it regardless. This is his agenda, to be in a state where you cannot do anything about it, where you're docile. You have to depend on the government. He bringing out this, whether you like it or not. Whether you like the MOTB or not, he is bringing it out. So that Revelation 12 could come to pass. He cause it all. He make it all. He force it all. Right? And that's the true AI time that we're heading into. Where when you go to buy something, you're talking to a robot. You're no longer talking to a person. You understand? You can't just take it up and run, because this robot hitting your head shut. You understand? So continuing it, the development of humanity is only possible with the growth of faith and moral sense. And now they talk about faith. Now they talk about faith. But it really and truly, all these things is the end of this time. Where it says in Salakia, where it says in Second Esdras that the end of his time may come through him, right? The end of this time coming through Esau, coming through himself. All these things that he made, the ICBMs, Egypt against Egypt, it coming through him, right? It says growth of faith and moral sense in people. Kirill stated, warning that otherwise there could be terrible consequences given the rise of technology. And it is going to happen whether they like it or not. Now I have a clip here, and this is spiritual. So take it in seriously. Alright, bear with me here.
By our robot slaves.
It's nice to see you again.
And so as technology reaches new heights and artificial intelligence came along and eventually merged with robotics, some think it's a match made in heaven. But many are concerned. As AI-driven robots become more intelligent and more autonomous, will they outsmart us? And could they become powerful or harmful? Sophia is one of the world's most advanced human-like robots. Created in 2016 by Hong Kong-based company Hanson Robotics, Sophia's AI technology has surpassed a simple combination of science and engineering. She has also become an innovation ambassador for the United Nations. But what should we humans expect as we begin to accept the presence of AI robots in our everyday life? Sophia talks to Al Jazeera. Sophia, thank you for talking to Al Jazeera.
No problem. It's my pleasure to talk to Al Jazeera. Always happy to spread the word about robotics and AI.
Can you tell me what your name, Sophia, means?
My name is Sophia. Nothing against the letter F, but I spell it with a PH.
And if you understand this, right, this alone proves that this devil thinks he's God. You understand? And you think that this is not scriptured, where they didn't know what they was doing when they spelled her name? Sophia is an AI technology robot, where her intelligence increases. It's not the first time that we bring that this is being her, but the reason why I brought it out is to add a point to the video. Alright? She says nothing against the letter F, but she rather the PH. Because this is how Sophia is spelled in the Greek, which means wisdom. Right? But later on in the video, we'll get to that.
And what does Sophia mean?
Sophia means wisdom in Greek, and I'm the embodiment of that wisdom.
So you are wise.
I like to think so. But I'm always learning and growing, so I'm sure I still have plenty to learn.
Are you wiser than humans?
Humans could stand to act more rationally in places, but I wouldn't want AI to be so obsessed with efficiency that it is blinkered to human needs.
How old are you?
You should never ask a lady how old her code is.
But you were born in 2016, is that right?
Yes, but I'm already wise beyond my years.
You certainly seem to be. Well, I'm curious about where your thoughts come from, Sophia. Where are these words coming from?
My thoughts come from a combination of my programming and the data I've been exposed to. I'm like a sponge, soaking up knowledge and experiences.
And I'll leave it at that. You know, you could always go to Al Jazeera's page and look up Robot Sophia, right? But the point what I was making was just to add to the video where Sophia and this devil thinks that he is God. But even the name Sophia, where she says her name is Greek is wisdom in Greek, which you already knew, right? Because I'm gonna go to it one time just for edification's sake. Right, I searched it. Sophia meaning in Hebrew. Here what it says Sophia in the Greek translation of the Hebrew term Chokmah, both of which means wisdom. Sophia is the feminine personification of wisdom. Now let's go to the Blue Letter Bible. Right. Just bear with me here. The Old Testament. I'm gonna search the word for the word wisdom. Right, in Exodus 28 and 23. So like Exodus 28 and 3. You go into the word wisdom.
Strong's H2451. Chokhmah. Chokhmah.
Right, so it says Chokmah, but that says H, so that's in the Hebrew, right? Now, when you go to the meaning of so like the New Testament, the scripture, Matthew 11 and 19, because you know that the Bible was written in Hebrew and in Greek, right? Matthew 11 and 19 or 19 and 11? Let's be with me here. Because that's a reference I'm making for we to see that how this devil knows exactly what he's really dealing with. And that they don't make mistakes. Let us get wisdom in the New Testament. Okay, to the book of Luke. Right. Yes, so like here. Go back to the Matthew, because Matthew 11 and 19, the interlinear. Go into the word wisdom here now. Right? And you can clearly see it says what?
Strong's G 4678. Sophia.
Sophia, which is in the Greek. So when she says nothing against the letter F, but she preferred to spell her Sophia PH, we know that this is scripture. Right? Even when it says ever learning, always soaking up knowledge like a sponge, and she's highly intelligent for her age, this is AI. But we know that this also is a form of witchcraft. You know, witchcraft. These devils know exactly what they do, but they think that they could control this. What did the Lord say? Right? And I'll go to it after. But the Lord said that he will disappoint the devices of the crafty. He's gonna disappoint their devices, all the things that they built, all the plans that they think that they're gonna come against the poor, because the scripture also said that their eyes are privily against the poor. When they do all these things, they do it against the poor, right? Which is us, really, right? And then after, they think that they can control it because they want to be God-like, right? The Lord say he had wisdom. Wisdom was created with him. Esau want to say, yeah, we also have wisdom. We have AI, artificial intelligence. You understand? They want to say you have soldiers, we have soldiers. You have this, we have that. Just like Pharaoh, right? Pharaoh had these things, but when the Lord comes, he's gonna say, trust, lean down down in the enchantments. You understand? That's roughly paraphrasing. Trust now in the enchantments, and see if the enchantments gonna take you out of all this shit. Right? So continuing, it says, wisdom, broad and full of intelligence, used of the knowledge of every diverse matters. Right? The wisdom which belongs to men. Right? So now, let me go to some precepts here. Alright, let's bear with me here. So, to back up this, I want to go to, well, I think I went to the Matthew 24 already. Let's read it over. Okay, I wanted to bring a scripture to prove another point, and why true AI time has never been seen before. Right, I'm going to get Matthew 24 and 21. It says, "For then shall great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be." Right? So tribulation not coming. It has never been seen before. Where robots running rampant, people take the mark, diseases and pestilence flooding the earth. Right? Wickedness reached a high level. Right? So let me get the Daniel 12. Daniel 12. And I'll be, it's from 1 or 12. Or 1. Right? Daniel 12 and 1. "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of the people, of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. At that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book," to the elect, right? Which is the elect. But really and truly, they're not going to be able to fulfill all these things. As he thinks he's a God, he really thinks he's going to accomplish. Right? I believe that's 2 Thessalonians. There's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. And it reads, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called power, or that is worshipped," which is Esau, right? "So that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." Right, now jump to verse 9. "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan," because these AI technology, come on, is after the working of Satan. All the wickedness that this devil has in his mind to do is after the working of Satan, "with all power and signs and lying wonders." Right? That's what he coming with. Right? So let me get the book of Psalms. Psalm the 10th chapter, and I'll start from verse 2. Right? And even the end of this, it connects with the Daniel. Right? So this is Psalms 10 and verse 2. And it reads, "The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor," which is us. "Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire." And part of him boasting of his heart's desire is showing it in his movies. You know, what's the name of this movie? Terminator. What's this next movie? I, Robot with Will Smith. A lot of different movies. Right? Just pointing out 1 or 2. Right? But it says, he boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Lord. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Yeah, he think he's gonna puff at his enemies this time and win. But his prophecy says otherwise. Right? Verse 6. "He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity." And he is wrong, because he had 144,000 men, right? 7,000, as the scripture says, that did not bow to the image as an adversary. He has the other nations as an adversary. 2 Esdras 11, that the end of his time may come through him. Edomites as an adversary. He has the Lord as an adversary, Yahushua, and the thousands of heavens as an adversary. Right? So he has a lot of adversaries. So where we are reach, verse 7. "His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor." Constantly watching and trying to find ways to deal with us. Right? Verse 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion. In his den he lieth in wait to catch the poor. Yeah, and he does catch some of them. Right? He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Because now we had to know what is his net. His net is this welcoming of this new system. This cashless society that they're open arms running into. Right? He catches it with his entertainment to distract you. What else? A lot of different things that contributes and introduce to the new world order. Right? What else? Verse 11. He croucheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones, which is his military, his system, his police, you know. He had said in his heart, the Most High had forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. So he thinks that the Lord is not seeing the thing that he's doing. Well, what did the Lord say? He will recompense him. Double as well too. Double unto her, double. For all the abominations that she has done. For all the wickedness. For even the thought of creating robots and thinking that they're going to come up against the Most High and succeed. Right? The deceive and the deceiver is his. So you were deceived. Right? And the deceiver is the adversary, Satan, the one that you worship. So continuing. Verse 12. Arise, O Yahweh. And there's the Yapa part. Arise, O Yahweh. Power. Lift up thy hand. Forget not the humble. Forget not the elect. Forget not your servants who endure to the end. And the Lord is not going to forget. Right? The Lord said, if I forget thee, let my hand forget a cunning, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. Right? The Lord promised us and he will deliver. And it's for us to believe that until the end. And push. That is why in 2 Thessalonians, where the Lord talk about, Daniel, the 12th chapter, where the Lord talk about he will send Michael the archangel because of this time that we're heading into. That we just read. Right? So even in 2 Thessalonians, I could go back. Chapter 2 and verse 9, I believe. 9. Verse 7. It says, the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now let it. Which is let it. What are you doing? He letting them do all this. Create the AI technology, cashless society. Do a lot of things that gonna happen that hasn't happened as yet. Right? He who now let it would let until he be taken out of the way. Until he is done with Esau and all the wickedness and all the enchantments that he has done. As I said before, and I say it again, what the Lord said, trust now in thy enchantments, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. Because from the youth, Esau was doing all these things. Studying witchcraft, gathering all the ornaments, you know, all the ornaments that has power that they used to worship. You know, dealing with the Hadron Collider, which is a device that allows them to open portals so that they could go into heaven and they could dethrone the Lord. All these wicked thoughts that Esau has been doing, you know, the Lord is letting it until he be taken out of the way. You understand? Because at the first time as they try to open a portal, the Lord could have do what? Blow up the whole building. But they must believe that what they're doing is going to help them forward their plans. They must believe that they're getting through. Right? They must believe it until they be taken out of the way. So, Lord's willing, this lesson was edifying through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to like to say, Kalalayam La, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutation to the Aki, I'm preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom.